There is something you have been told your whole life, that somewhere inside you, buried beneath the distractions and the laziness and the fear, there is a version of you waiting to emerge, a better version, a truer version, one that is capable of greatness, if only you would stop wasting what you were given. And I want to tell you today that this idea, as comforting as it feels, as motivating as it sounds, is one of the most quietly damaging lies you have ever been handed. Your potential does not exist, not in the way you think it does, not as some hidden reserve of capacity sleeping inside you, waiting to be unlocked by the right mentor or the right moment of desperation. There is no dormant version of you. There is no sealed room inside your chest, holding a superior self that you keep failing to release. That image, as poetic as it sounds, is fiction, and it is fiction that has been costing you something real. Here is what actually exists. There is you right now, in this moment. There is what you have done. There is what you are doing, and there is what you will choose to do next. That is the entire landscape. That is all there is. Not a buried treasure, not a suppressed genius, just action and inaction, repetition and change, the slow and unglamorous accumulation of who you are becoming through what you actually do. The concept of potential treats your capacity like a fixed object, like a gift that was placed inside you at birth, sealed, waiting, finite. And because it is finite and because it is waiting, you can waste it. You can spend your days falling short of it. You can lie in bed at night and feel the weight of all that unrealized possibility pressing down on you, telling you that you are behind, that you are less than, that the real you is still out there somewhere untouched and impatient. But think about what this actually requires you to believe. It requires you to believe that there is a version of yourself that already exists somewhere, already formed, already capable, just not yet accessed. It requires you to believe that you know what that version looks like. It requires you to believe that you are failing to reach it. And it requires you to believe that this failure is a kind of moral debt you owe to yourself or to the world. None of that is true. All of it is suffering dressed up as ambition. You do not have potential. You have biology and experience and choices and time. You have a nervous system shaped by everything that has ever happened to you. You have patterns of thought that formed before you had language for them. You have capacities that grow through use and shrink through neglect. None of this is fixed. None of it was sealed inside you at the beginning. It is all moving, all alive, all contingent on what you feed it. This is actually a more honest and more generous picture of what a human being is. You are not a locked chest. You are a living organism, shaped constantly by what it encounters, capable of extraordinary things, not because those things were promised to you at birth, but because growth is what living systems do when given the right conditions. So when you feel like you are wasting your potential, I want you to hear what you are actually saying. You are saying that you are not doing the things you wish you were doing. You are saying that the gap between your current actions and your desired life feels painful. That is real. That pain is worth listening to. But the framing of wasted potential turns that pain into evidence of a fundamental failing. It tells you the problem is that you are not accessing something you already have, when the real situation is simply that you have not yet built what you want to build. Building and unlocking are completely different relationships to the same desire. Unlocking implies the thing already exists, and you are just failing to open it. Building implies the thing does not exist yet, and your work is what will create it. One of these makes you a disappointment, the other makes you a craftsman. One of these keeps you waiting for the right conditions to finally release what is inside you. The other sends you into the room and puts the tools in your hands. The reason the potential myth persists is because it is flattering in a particular way. It tells you that you are already extraordinary, just not yet expressed. It protects the ego from the discomfort of actually being ordinary right now, and choosing to work towards something remarkable. Because if your greatness is already inside you, then your current life is just a delay. But if your greatness is something you build, then your current life is the actual work, and that is harder to sit with, and yet it is the only thing that is actually true. There is no signal coming. There is no moment when the real you finally steps forward and takes over. There is only this moment and then the next one, and what you choose to do in each of them. The you that shows up tomorrow will be built from what the you of today decides to practice, to pursue, to return to even when it is uncomfortable. Stop waiting to stop wasting what you have. Start asking what you are actually building right now with what you have. Those are different questions, and they lead to different lives. You are not behind on yourself. You were never ahead of yourself either. You are just here, which is the only place anything has ever been made. And from here, with nothing unlocked and nothing wasted and no superior version waiting impatiently inside you, you can still choose what you want to become.